Dun 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 dun. What's good is the 10A podcast with your boy Norbs and your boy, you know, what it is. Your man's Jamel Herring. We out here right now in the building. You know what I mean? You know how this shit goes. Appreciate everybody that's gonna be tuning in right now. I'm over here trying to get shit in order. But yeah, Keyshawn Davis is on mother effing tour right now. We just seen the fight with Dean the Great. He's been on every and everything. I gotta give it up to Keyshawn. He's rocking and rolling right now. Devin Haney goes out and calls Tank an underachiever. There's a few things to talk about in regards to the what was I going to say? In regards to the boxing world. But we're going to get into all of that right after the intro. And I'm going to bring my main man, Jamel Herring, on right after this. My guy was good, brother.
Everything's good, bro. Everything's good.
Oh, man. I'm over here dealing with a bunch of bullshit, Jamal. This is just life is life, and right now it's
you know it.
Yeah. I mean, matter of fact, after the show, me and you gotta have a long conversation. I need to pick your brain, my brother. It's getting crazy out here. But shit. Oh yeah, shit. But I'm over here just trying to at everyone or whatnot, or just promote the show. But it's been a slow weekend. You know what I mean? I think there was fights this weekend. I seen my girl Pearl Gonzalez in the Misfits. She had made some noise. I think Zuffa had a card, he said, this weekend. But that's about it. Nothing too crazy in the boxing world. But I will tell you this: Keyshawn Davis has been on tour. This motherfucker.
He put hands on Dean, everybody, bro.
Oh, shit, he beat the brakes off of Dean. Like, I was like, it almost was like, yo, there's levels to certain shit, and he was not playing with Dean. It was type wild. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna turn my lights on. Yeah, it's been crazy. 5-1-3 knockout. What's up, Mel and what's popping? Cincinnati in the building. Yeah, I mean, boxing right now. March is a little slow so far in boxing, but yeah, I did see the Keyshawn Davis. He's literally been everywhere. I think he did the Max Kellerman stuff. He was pulling up in Vegas places. He did the whole Dean the Great shit. Dean's pretty much everywhere too. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but
what's his thing? He's a streamer.
He's a streamer. I seen him fighting Crip Mac, but I'll tell you this: Keyshawn is definitely taking a page out of the Ryan Garcia book, and I think a lot of boxers are starting to do a lot of that. I've seen him with that guy Neon, just with all of the famous streamers out there. I mean, do you think that's beneficial for him? What do you feel? What you're seeing right now?
Keyshawn?
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn, Ryan.
I think I was thinking about this shit today, bro. It's beneficial for all of them. This is just their generation. You know what I mean? We gotta look at it and we gotta be honest. We're the right now we're the unks. You know what I'm saying? We're the unks. So this is just how shit goes. You know what I'm saying? But like, if it gets some more eyes, whatever, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at it. I mean, you know, he might get a whole new fan base that might tune in or come out to the shows live, whatever, to buy tickets. So I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm all with it.
Well, back then it meant more to be a champion, right? When you were a champion, you kind of drew more popularity that way. Whether you were Camacho, Trinidad,
knockouts. Not trying to be a champion. He just
no. But I'm saying compared to this era, Ryan Garcia is probably top 3 biggest names from 130 to 147, and he just got a belt. So think about that for a second. And people are going to mimic his success and how he got to where he got to. And I feel like, is that a good thing, a bad thing? It's kind of similar to how Floyd influenced a lot of fighters today, and not being as offensive, being a little boring, and now he's influenced that. And Ryan Garcia has kind of been the trendsetter in that regard. Ryan Garcia has influenced a lot of these guys to go out there and reach out to these guys. And bro, I've seen them everywhere. That guy Neon, I never knew who the hell he was. And now I'd see him everywhere. But that's the wave. They're getting on all these streams and they're building their popularity up. They fight, like, you know, it's just fucking weird. It's this era of boxing is definitely the YouTube.
Listen, bro, it's all entertainment. That's basically what they do in their free times, but they fucking do shit. Roberto Duran was partying and doing whatever on his free time. So all the difference is we just seen it on the internet. Not even on TV. We seen it on the internet in terms of streaming. So I don't see the issue. As long as they still get in that ring and fight the fights that we want to see as fans, I don't really care.
No, I'm not saying it's a good, nor I'm saying it's a bad thing. But what I am saying is it's a different way to market yourself. And I think people are starting to take, especially boxers, starting to take that route. Right. They're like, yo, bro, like getting a belt isn't as valuable as getting next to some of these streamers. We saw Lamont Roach trying to do it. My man E told me, Coach Eric was like, he had a streamer in the gym and they got a shitload of views off of that. So the game is definitely evolving into the whole kick / Twitch era and being seen, which could possibly help people like ourselves as well, because people are looking for that type of content. And it is very weird that being a champion is taking a backseat to being popular. And I think that's something that's really interesting. And
I think and also we have more action from boxing, because the Zuffa card wasn't bad, but it wasn't, you know what I mean, even like it was an inaugural of their championship title, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hear more people speaking about the Misfits. I see more of the Misfits boxing than I did with the Zuffa. Or I could be wrong. Yeah. But I know one thing, man. Gabe Rosado took a L, bro. Oh, I was surprised about that shit.
Oh, he fought? I didn't know he fought.
He was in the main event and he lost.
Zuffa?
No, Misfits. That's what I'm saying.
No, the only thing I saw with Misfits was Pro Gonzalez. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a big deal. That's what I'm saying. But that was a big deal too this weekend, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I seen boxes that I know watching that, personally rooting for, you know what I'm saying, for her and everything. But Gabe Rosado was the main event. And he took a loss, and the dude had beat him. Y'all probably know who his name, but he ended up calls out Ben Whitaker next, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, no. I can't really tell you much from the Zuffa card, but I sure enough seeing a lot of people tuning into the damn Misfits this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it kind of fits what we're talking about, the streaming stuff and the popularity and the pretty women. Like, Pearl is a beautiful girl. Like, it's all drama and stunts now. And that's what boxing is starting to become. It's starting to evolve with that type of shit. And you got to thank guys like Jake Paul, but I feel like boxing is taking a weird turn in that regard. A lot of it has to do with not greatness, but how you draw the attention.
We've been to that popularity. You and I have been calling for months. Yeah. I mean, even guys like my man Jermaine Ortiz got on here and others, they even said it, like, bro, they're not, like, good fighters are not getting the fights they want unless they're popular, have a good backing behind them, bro. That's what it comes down. We're in the content era. It's content. If you look at it, it's content, because what they do, they take the clips, they put it, they take the fight, they clip it up, they throw it on content, social media. That's what we're in the content era, bro. Bro, like I think shit. You probably already have the clip. Shit, Dana White was talking his shit last night, but he made sense. He was like, yo, Bob Arum been in the game for over 50 years. Top Rank ain't got no TV deal. Golden Boy going through it. They, you know what I mean? He mentioned Al Heyman. He heard Al's sick right now. PBC, they don't got no TV. Bro.
Yeah.
It's boxing, like you said, boxing is in a crazy place right now, bro.
I mean, think about it. Ben Whitaker, I think he has like 12 fights or some crazy shit. And he's known for his antics as opposed to beating anybody of substance. And this is what boxing has become. And of course, I got to bring on my guy, Inevitable, in the building. What's up, brother?
Man, you already know it's Inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D Bill. Coming at you live for the greatest city of all time, Dallas, Texas. Hey! Jamel, Norv, my brothers, how y'all doing tonight?
Everything good, bro. What's up with you, man? How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. You know, Zuffa boxing, it was a great card. I loved it. Even the prelims, everything about it made sense. Looks like even what the IBF did made no sense. And this is another thing, even after the post conference, when Dana White came out with a little rant and was talking about all these sanctioning bodies. Look, he says, they're doing my job. They're doing my job. That's why we're here. We're here to make sure that all these people know that boxing is broken. And it is. As a boxing fan, as a boxing fan, as a little kid, 7-year-old, sitting down, seeing the TV, seeing Mike Tyson fight a great fight with my dad right there telling me who was the greatest. It was about that. When he went to a tournament on HBO, and at the end he fought Spinks to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. What we saw Sunday night was something beautiful, respect, and what Opataya said in that post conference. He said, "I had a broken jaw. I missed my grandmother's funeral because of this belt."
Yeah,
it meant a lot to him.
Hello?
Yeah.
Because I already know that I've established myself to be somebody in this sport. I don't care what you got to do. Give me my money, and I'm going to roll out. See what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. Jamel, Norris, what do you think about this, guys? About Zuffa taking over, the sanctioning bodies looking weak as fuck about the money. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I've heard, that they actually went back to Paramount for more dates. Possibly being able to put on two fights a month for the rest of the year. So that's good. That's good on them. And again, it's keeping. I don't care how people feel about the the look and whatever who runs it, but at the end of the day, fighters are fighters. Fighters got to eat. It's keeping them busy. They're Dana White actually made it known that Norris, like one thing that Norris putting out a while too, though, that he's going after bigger names. That he's even threatening to sign everyone that's big from other rival promoters as possibly well, to keep everyone busy and happy in terms of fighters being happy. And you see, listen, where everybody thought that Conor would never leave Eddie, and then Dana White opened that checkbook.
Yeah. I mean, boxing is in a different space, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, that's why I said it's kind of wide open, because how business is being done is not really based on greatness anymore. It's based on the popularity. That's why they went and signed Conor Benn. Conor Benn isn't he's not a top 10 fighter, but you know what Conor Benn does? He sells fights. He goes viral. And look, Conor Benn got $15 million. Where do we rank Conor Benn as a fighter? I guarantee you at least have 10 to 15 names in front of him.
And we're gonna fuck that, but we're gonna rank it. We're gonna rank his manager as one of the top finesses.
Yeah,
he did his job. He did his job. It was like credit to the manager.
This era, it reminds me of like the WWE. Like that's what it reminds me of at this point.
Taping up.
Huh?
So yeah, I got my Macho Man taping going on.
Hands. I mean, Inevitable. What do you think about how boxing is being promoted now? Like, I mean, I think it's kind of weird at this point, but boxing has evolved.
Yeah, I think that the problem that we have here is that we had Turkey Al-Sheikh come through.
Yeah,
and he definitely wanted to make the best fight, and he did with his own bag. Supporting the zone, supporting Matchroom, and bringing everybody under the bandwagon. Remember when he came through, in Ring Magazine also, when you look at Ring Magazine on their, when you go to their website, it has Matchroom, it has Queensberry, it has Golden Boy. Has a lot of people that are that he was trying to establish to bring everybody under one umbrella. But this is the problem that we had, Norbs and Jamel, that we had Bob Arum, a old stifled ass 96-year-old man, a man that, oh no, I don't need them, right? That was the crippling point right there. Or PBC, right? Oh, I don't want to be a part of that because I'm my own entity. They never gave a fuck about actually saying, and I'm gonna tell you like this, like the sanctioning belt. What the IBF said was, without us, you cannot go undisputed. And that's why Zuffa, Ring Magazine are trying to establish with us, you can make yourself into the number one champion of the whole wide world. The whole wide world. Boxing has to, look, it's going to be hard. In the beginning, what Dana White was saying after the fight was saying that I've only done 4 fights. Top Rank hasn't done shit. PBC hasn't done nothing. Golden Boy hasn't done shit. They've only done 1 card. Matchroom has done only maybe Matchroom is definitely with his own. They're making cards. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're trying to establish something that the sanctioning bodies have had control of boxing for so long, that even when you're trying to go undisputed, they make it hard. Why the fuck, as fans of boxing, don't you want to go and understand that Zuffa and Ring Magazine are trying to establish an actual champion without going through all these damn belts? Go ahead.
I mean, it's again, it's hard because I feel like, in regards to the belt, I don't think people even care about that shit no more. I really don't. Like, only purists care. So I get what you're saying in that regard. But
I'm a purist. It's one of the things like this. For me, I'm talking as a fighter right now. We don't know how long Zuffa's going to last. I hope it lasts, but again, for me, I as a purist, I'm all about legacy. And then the other titles, like when you look at, getting inducted into the Hall of Fame down the road, those titles, they do play their part because it shows the accomplishments and milestones. Now, unless Zuffa, again, if Zuffa's going to do what they do, but continue signing more legitimate contenders and champions, then of course the belts won't matter because again, it goes off your resume. But right now, resumes are built off of, the legitimate fighters holding these other titles because that's what makes them legitimate in a lot of people's eyes. And then of course at the end they be like 3-time whatever, this and then the third. So unless Zuffa continues to sign on more fighters and it's just the ring title in Zuffa, then of course that solidifies legacy down the road. But right now it's just a slippery slope because we just don't know because it's still too brand new.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna take time to develop, but
exactly.
At the end of the day, Dana, he did this years ago.
I mean, think about it though, bro. The WBO is basically remember at one point in time. Listen, remember at one point in time though, when and this is facts, when Oscar De La Hoya fought Bernard Hopkins, the WBO and Oscar took the WBO middleweight title. That wasn't even really considered a legitimate of the 4 belt. It wasn't even a 4 belt era until that happened. But before that, look how long it took the WBO to be considered one of the major titles. You know what I'm saying? And they've been around since the 80s. I think 1988 was when WBO was formed. And they probably just got the legitimacy, thanks to fighters in the UK, like, like the Joe Calzaghe's of the world and Prince Nassim's. But it took them to like maybe 20 years later for them to be considered legitimate with the other 3 belt organizations. So again, it's going to take a while for Zuffa, in my opinion, to be legit unless they start really signing on major fighters fast and then keeping that motion, but for another decade or so.
Well, I will say this, guys, and I'm gonna call back a couple of more times because I barely started. I'm sorry, man. I called in early, and I won't say nothing. Everybody, man, retweet. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, man. This is the best show right now in boxing. No matter what they say, let's go, baby. Let's get this on. But I'm gonna say it like this, guys. I gotta be a realist, right? Because I love this sport with all my heart. I always say this. Zuffa Boxing just said with Dana White that hey, guess what? They're getting me more amped up. We're gonna we could do 44 fights in the whole calendar year.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You can't even say that.
PBC. At least 2 fights to 2
PBC.
Fights.
Yeah, PBC is about to do their first fight, legitimate fight, with Fundora versus Keith Thurman. and their second fight will be in May with Benavidez versus what is it, Zurdo Ramirez. And then maybe after that, if they got the contractual, if they sign the contract, Devin Haney versus Romero. And after that, we don't know that. Because all I know right now is that Floyd Money Mayweather is not fucking with PBC no more. That Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the biggest bags of 2026, will be by Netflix, and it will be by MP Promotions, which is Manny Pacquiao. I'm telling you right now, guys, look, as much as we want to say we want to live today, tomorrow's another day. Zuffa Boxing just made the IBF look weak as fuck to say, when Opataya said in the post conference that they just called me. They told me that I'm not stripped. That tells you something there. They're weak. They're weak in the legs. I'm telling you, Zuffa Boxing in 5 years or in 4 or 3 years, they will dominate the sport. It's inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D-Ville, coming at you live. The greatest city of all time, Dallas, Texas.
Oh my God, my man just chose the last. I don't know, man. Like I get what they're trying to do and trying to eliminate these bodies, but I don't know, man. Boxing is just weird right now, bro. They just need some type of organization. There's just too much shit going on, and not enough fighters fighting frequently. Like, it's just fucking weird, bro. Guys can't even get fights. Like, it's so I respect what Zuffa is doing on that end, but nah, I don't know, man. But he did bring up something interesting about with Rolly Romero. He actually just did an interview where he was talking about Devin Haney. I thought that fight was locked in. It's not locked in?
No, bro. Come on, bro. That shit ain't locked.
Bro, I swear to God, I thought it was locked in, bro. Like, I thought that shit was locked and loaded, and we're about to do it. But anyways, this is the interview real quick. Let me bring it up.
Listen, that's just Rolly talking. He did the same to me. He said when he went and fought someone else.
No. Listen to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain to you what the deal was, right? So me and Ryan fought, and he had to rematch Haney no matter what. And then we had an automatic rematch clause after the Haney fight. He decided not to fight Haney for whatever reason, or they decided not to fight each other. That has nothing to do with me. That's why I kept helping them promote the rematch. I think Devin should get his fight because he was going to get his fight. But for some reason, they decided not to take it, which made no sense to me at all. So now it was me and Ryan doing our rematch, and we had everything set up. We had even a side bet. We had the venue. We had everything set up, all the splits, all the purses, and everything. We even had a side bet for 5% of a pay-per-view split to the winner. And he decided not to do it the last moment. So do not put any lies on my name about anything. I do not need a lie because I have nothing to lie about.
Do you?
That's interesting. What do you think about Rolly's comments about Ryan Garcia and?
I mean, he probably can tell the truth. Is that's how, man. We've seen it before. We've seen it at one point. Lamont claimed the same thing with Tank. They had everything set up, was at this date. Then the last minute, they just, pulled back from other side, pulled back from the deal. So it happens in boxing. It's not uncommon.
I mean,
nothing's ever legit until both sides, sign and agree on everything. Because like I said, we can have everything written out. We can agree on everything that was written out, but until you sign and lock in, come on with any contract. So I'm not saying that he's lying, but I know that Devin Haney also replied to that shit as well.
Yeah, my thing is this: when it comes to, I guess, the Ryan shit, right? And talking about whatever, it is weird that there was not a rematch after you lost to Rolly like you did, and Ryan doesn't really even speak on Rolly, which is kind of crazy. And if you look at it, Ryan is getting pushed more than anybody, and it would be a little frustrating if I was Rolly or Team Rolly at this point. That.
What'd you say? But what'd you say though? Even with champion, what'd you say though? What'd you say in the beginning?
Nobody cares.
Popularity contest, y'all. That's clear. It don't matter. Like I said, it don't matter if it's champion versus champion. They going for who's more popular and who's a bigger draw. Who's a bigger draw? The loser in that fight between those two, the loser is actually still the bigger draw.
the bigger draw, the A side. That's why I was watching people argue. Oh, is Devin the A side over Rolly? And I'm over Ryan. I'm like, no, dude. Like Ryan really is the one that, and it's unfortunate because Ryan's not a great. He's not a great. He's not a Hall of Famer. Devin Haney has a better resume. Rolly Romero has a better resume. Rolly actually beat Ryan, pretty clear, and he's not getting the results that he should.
He's not even getting mentioned like you pointed out, bro.
What happened?
It's not even, like you say, he's not even getting mentioned by Ronnie.
No, it's not. He's not.
He's not being mentioned. Listen, crazy thing about it, Golden Boy and Oscar, after the fight with Devin, tell me if I'm not wrong or not though. After the fight with Devin, everything after that, they kept using those clips. They kept throwing Devin's name and build-ups, whatever. Even if Devin had nothing to do with the fight, they kept using Devin's image, likeness, everything with those clips and whatsoever. But when it came to Rollies, you ain't see them now once mention that damn fight after that shit. I ain't see nobody take no jab at Rolly, no dig at him, no nothing.
Nah, and it's unfortunate. Rolly, I mean,
that man like the plague.
Listen, they left Rolly for dead. They signed a fight with Rolly versus Ryan because Ryan was supposed to beat him rather easily and set up a Devin part. And that's what he said. He said, yo, he wasn't supposed to win that fight. And he did. And he ruined people's plans. But that's what makes boxing so unique, especially in this day and age, that it's not about who's the best. And it's unfortunate. And every other sport, we respect the champions. We respect Seattle for winning the Super Bowl. We respect Oklahoma City for winning the championship. But in boxing, it's not something that necessarily is what it is. I mean, we were just talking recently about Jake Paul getting a title shot, and he never beat an actual boxer. Like, how insane is that?
They say and WBA was wild for that too. They was ready to pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, I mean, boxing is in such a state that just makes absolutely zero sense. And I mean, look, I'm gonna pull up a video right now, which what I think is interesting, and this is where boxing actually is. I don't know what the hell is this, but let me see if it pops up. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's not. But I was gonna pull up, but I'm not gonna pull up now. But it was Dean the Great, and no disrespect to Dean or whatnot, but bro, he's getting more views than these boxers to spar these boxers. Like, it's insane. I seen Blueface fighting, sparring against Keyshawn Davis. This is what's transpiring right now, and you're starting to see fighters say, "Yo, if I want to be great, or if I want to be rich, it's not about being great. It's about making myself more popular to these kids." And it's unfortunate, man. Like, it's kind of ruining the sport. Jake Paul can go for a belt. How many guys have been throughout their whole career fighting to be a champion and not being able to get the opportunity because they're not as popular? And it's kind of fucked up. It's really crazy that Jake Paul was ranked. Rolly's being overlooked after beating Ryan for the belt. It's absolutely insane. I mean, where did you think all of this started? Like, even with Tank Davis, nobody holds him accountable. Like, it's crazy. Like, the shit that's going on in boxing today.
It's a social media era. And then these promoters and networks, you can't just put it on the fighters. They're taking suit.
Yeah.
You look at it, bro. You see more content. You see more posting content on these promoters. Pages than you do fights, or fights even being announced.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about Logan Paul fighting Le'Veon Bell.
Like, recycle old shit and everything like that and so forth. So it is what it is. That's why like when people be like, "Champ, you need to come for what?"
Yeah, it's not.
Motherfuckers active right now who can't even get fights. Which you don't need me. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's not what we grew up with as kids. Like,
yeah, like, I mean,
and
I love my family at Top Rank, but again, they're doing their best right now to keep, a lot of their fighters active, but they constantly putting fighters on other cards and and whatsoever. You got, Golden Boy and PBC teaming up, but this is the things I've been saying they should have been doing for years. Yeah. Everybody was wanting to do their own thing. This side, I'm on this side of the street. yada yada yada. Then I fucked around and found out. Yeah, Les Mouse come in the game now, and they just swallowing up everything and shit, man.
It's
My man, but like I said, fucking 40 something fights, fucking cars per year from Paramount. Like I said, that's two fights per month. So when other fighters that are not busy, when they see that shit, oh no, I gotta, I might have to leave. I gotta finesse to get up out of here because, hey, they paying the crow over there with Dana at. Before, listen, everybody was laughing at Dana saying it was a joke, him coming at the boxing. Looking at, and here we are in 2026, and he's the only one, you know what I'm saying, that's being consistent. And the hell, shit, if you look, bro, he done took fucking ESPN's whole broadcast team.
Yeah.
He done took the, you know what I'm saying, he got Dre and all of them over there, you know what I'm saying, doing Zupo, you know what I'm saying, he got Max Kellerman back in boxing. Remember Max is missing since HBO left, you know what I mean? He got Max back. Yep. He got Dre, he got Joe. It's crazy, all right? And you don't think fighters looking at this shit?
Yeah, no. I mean, listen, the landscape has changed.
Fighters gotta eat.
Yeah. Speaking of Devin Haney, he was on with my favorite guy, Max Kellerman. Let me play this for everybody real quick. We're gonna speak on this.
Champion of the world, and Gervonta is not interested in that. So that story has to be attraction,
told. But he doesn't really have a legacy. He doesn't.
And I also remember if I'm not mistaken, when I was at 140, they were saying that I was too big for Gervonta. Gervonta was saying that, to come down to 135 for us to fight, we'd have to fight at 135. Right. And now he's going up to 140 and fighting Pitbull Cruz, who's really not even. I wouldn't say he's even a real 140 pounder.
He's not.
All right, guys. Speaking of someone who does not or seems to care about legacy because he's fought all the top guys in his sport, we welcome in the pound-for-pound best kickboxer in the world.
What do you think about Haney's comments about Tank not care? I mean, we always, it's crazy. He's cursed me out many a times.
It's nothing new that we haven't heard before, though. You know what I'm saying? So, Tank don't care about no legacy. Tank even said himself, he don't give a damn about no legacy.
No, I don't.
He don't care about no belts. He trying to get his bread. That's his prerogative, though. That's his thing. Hey, I'm not knocking. That's his thing. I mean, it's not a new topic.
I'm not mad at Tank for not fighting Haney. Haney is not a 135, 140 pound fighter. That's a big guy. And when it comes to Tank, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not excited for a rematch with Pitbull. That
fight I really don't really. I mean, I think Tank beats him again, but I'm not really looking forward to it.
I don't want to see that. Who the fuck's asking for that? I mean, Pitbull is cool and all, but I mean, the last image I got of him was him rolling his tongue at fucking Lamont Roach, and I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Like, I don't want to see those guys.
The Pitbull show, baby.
Nobody want to see that bullshit. That's the thing with Tank. Like, who's paying to see him versus?
You watching the dog at his best, baby.
Bro, who is going to pay? Are you going to pay to see that Tank versus Pitbull fight? And Lamont's on the undercard versus who the hell is Lamont on the?
I watched that fight though. I watched that fight.
Yeah, I'm Zepeda. I mean, yeah, but I'm
not paying. It's two different. It's two different. Bro. It's a first fight. Ain't no rematch. It's a whole, and it's for a vacated world title. So
I'm not paying $80 for that. I am not paying $80.
I'm not, but I said I will watch that fight. But other than that, I'm not really into it. I'm not really looking for the main event.
Yeah, I'm like, and he did have a point there, and he says he's going up to 140 to fight Pitbull Cruz. Let me ask you a question: is he done with 135? Is Tank having a problem with it? Can he make that weight anymore?
They put his belt in recess, so I mean, obviously, you look at it like this also, bro. They put him at champion in recess, meaning whoever wins that 135-pound belt, he probably going to come back and fight. Tank don't like to fight whoever, he don't feel like he wants to fight anyway, so he probably was like, forget it. I'm over with it. I'm over with 135. Let me go to 140, see what's up. I don't know.
I'm surprised he went to 140, though. He could have had Pitbull come down. Like, why did he come up to 140?
He'll go back down.
You think so?
I just think right now he's not trying to deal with that whole champion and recess bullshit.
No, my God.
He'll go back down.
No, man. I don't want to see that. I think they were getting backlash for being.
Yeah. Look at the I think that just and plus you probably don't feel like cutting. It ain't no title online. Ain't no title online at 140 anyway. So it'll probably come back down.
it's such a boring fight at this point, man. Like
it ain't boring. It's just a fight that we don't want to see. They're gonna. The first fight entertaining. The first fight entertaining, but just that we just don't want to see it. So I'm not gonna say it's boring.
It was entertaining because we expect Tank to knock everybody out, and the fact that
Pitbull was bringing that dog.
Yeah, he was. I just don't want to see a rematch.
You just don't want to see. I'm not gonna say it's boring. It's just that we just don't care to see it again.
My thing is this: if you're going up to
one, not a fight, even at the first fight, it's not a fight that no one asked for the rematch. You know what I mean? Then we figured Tank busted his hand, so let's see how Tank, if he's 100% healthy, has to cut less weight. Let's see how it plays out. Because again, I don't know. I don't think Pitbull is a powerhouse at 140. Because, like I said, we seen how he was in the fight with Lamont. I felt like he gassed out. He didn't. He didn't carry no power from mid to late. You know what I mean? The last time we seen Pitbull, that really was like seemed like okay, he could be a powerhouse was when he fought Rolly.
Yeah, my man's Tank was 100%. It's a point.
Yeah, I can say it's a pointless fight, but I wouldn't say it's boring. But I'm not. Still, I don't want to see it. I'm with North. I don't want to see it.
If you're going up to 140, there's so many. I can name 5 names, 10 names. I probably
go ahead and fight Gary Russell. You got problems with the Russell family? Go fight.
Shakur. You got. I mean, Shakur is the big fight. Like I don't understand why. I mean,
ain't too many ain't trying to mess with Shakur unless they have to.
Yeah.
That's what it's feeling. Unless they have to. You know what I mean? They're like if he's like the last resort. Ain't too many. Only one that's calling for Shakur is Shockey Foster, but Shock is a 130 pounder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, listen. I respect Tank's talent, but these are just fights that just nobody cares for. Like, dude, this is what everybody knocks you for, and you continue to do the same thing. And you know what? People are gonna buy it because Tank's back. It's a shitty fight. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody wants to see this fight, bro.
Hey, Alex, that's why nobody trying to fight that, man.
Yeah, nobody trying to fight Shakur. Shakur would style on Tank. I think he'd beat Tank, but at the same time, it would be exciting. The buildup would be amazing. You're talking about
because let's be real. Tank base, respectfully, they're still gonna pick up their guys. So of course, the builder's gonna be crazy too, but I can't see the builder being crazy for a Pitbull 2 rematch as a comeback fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, dude, you could have chose so many other people. I mean, at 140, I mean, there's just so many more names. Pitbull, where do we rank Pitbull at this point? Tank has been gone for a year. Like, it's not even that long. I'd rather have him just gone back right into the Lamont rematch. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a pointless fight. But I mean, that's what Tank Davis is giving us today. But it is what it is. I don't know. I hate it. I really fucking hate that fight, bro. I was looking. Let me see what else. I'm looking through the Twitter time. I'll tell you this right now. Sean, Clarissa Shields.
Still at it?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying they're like on some fucking. They're on tour, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, all I keep seeing is them on every social media network. Like, it's crazy. Dana White, when asked if he would work with the other boxing promoters, they're asking me about Bob Arum. Bob Arum's been in the business for 50 fucking years. He's one of the. He doesn't have a TV.
No, even that now.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this video for us real quick. Let me grab this. But I mean, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. None of these guys have TV deals, which is insane. It's pretty fucking insane that these organizations don't have. Like, I grew up.
MVP just got a deal for women's boxing on ESPN. So shout out to MVP for getting shit done. Alicia Bumgarner, April? In April, she's going to be the first one to headline for MVP's new deal. So shout out to Alicia Bumgarner on that.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to her, bro. You got to give it to MVP. Like, they're doing it. Bro, they got, I think, 3 dates. Top Rank, I don't think has an event this year, but they have 3 dates right now, which is crazy. Like, how absolutely insane is that they have multiple dates and some of these organizations, PBC doesn't have anything or whatever. Like, it's kind of crazy. It is definitely kind of crazy. Let me pull this up real quick. But this is what we're dealing with boxing. I like Dana White personally. I think Dana White's pretty awesome, to be honest. I think he's great for the sport. I mean, a lot of people don't like him, but I definitely think he's that guy. I'm gonna rip that video right now, real quick. Let's see. Let me pull this up. What else is going on, Jamal? Tell me.
It's been a quiet week. I can't. I've been looking, but ain't nothing really much to speak on.
Yeah, I feel you. Ain't nothing crazy. I just see people making stuff up on social media. I'm like, what the fuck? See people fighting each other. See my boys dissing all these boxing guys, like you this and that. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. But this is what Dana White had to say. Let me bring this up real quick.
You're asking me about Bob Arum. Bob Arum's been in the business for fucking 50 years. He put one fight on this year. He doesn't have a TV deal, as far as I know. Does Top Rank have a TV deal yet? Anybody? I don't even have a TV deal. What am I going to work with him on? He has no TV deal. Guy's been around for 50 years or more. No TV deal. De La Hoya? Don't even get me fucking started on that guy. Right? PBC hasn't put a fight on. I haven't seen or heard anything from Al Heyman. I heard he's sick. I don't know what's going on with Al. And then, Eddie Hearn is the manager now. My rival, Eddie Hearn. Holy shit. Who else? I mean, who? I'm 4 fights in. These guys are fucking terrible. Have a good night.
Jesus Christ.
Man, he wasn't lying, though, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He's shit.
Lying.
I mean, well, Dana White has every reason to talk how he's talking, though.
He eat the motherfuckers today or last night.
I mean, think about it. He's got the bag behind him. Doesn't I think Dana White own not Dana White. Doesn't Turkey Alasik own 60% of is it Zuffa? I'm not 100% sure. But he owns 60% of some company, but he got Turkey behind him. He has the people at TKO behind him. He's swinging it out there, bro. He's letting people know, like, yo, I got the bag. All you guys don't fuck with me, but guess what? You need to fuck with me. And he's talking his shit. I mean, what do you feel about that?
I mean, he said it. I mean, he wasn't lying.
That's crazy.
Not even speak. He was speaking on. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of these guys don't got TV deals, and it's like, again, like I mentioned earlier, basically being forced to work with each other. If you look at it, they're not doing it out of the love of the sport. It's like they're forced to come together and start working with each other. Let's be honest here.
Look, I wasn't lying. Turkey does own the majority. I think it's 60-40 of TKO. When you got the bag, that's what happens. My guy's calling back. My Inevitable's back on Inevitable. What up, brother?
Man, D-Block 2 times. See, I got to say this, Jamel. And we got to see this for what the truth is. We have a lot of journalists out here in the media. And look, I don't want to mention names because I don't want to cause any problems with the show. Do you want me to mention names? Yes or no? Okay. So for me, the boxing scene, Lance Pugmire, Dan Raphael, I think the other guy that used to be on Showtime, he came out and went at Coppinger. There was a big scrum up there telling him he ain't nothing. He's a guy on his knee pads for Turkey Alasik. I forget his name. I'm sorry, I wish I would have had the name. He's a famous guy from Showtime that he had his knee pads for Al Heyman. But as you see, there's a lot of journalists mad. You know why they're mad? Even Sean Ziddle, right? At the Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford fight, he came there and he asked Dana White, well, why are you doing this and that and this and that? Why are they all mad? Why all the journalists are mad? I'm going to tell you why. Fight Hype and all these other entities that are always used to getting big fights and being in those big fights. I'm going to tell you why they're mad.
Okay.
Because they were talking shit about Turkey Alasik. And now that Turkey Alasik has the main big fight, he said, you're not going to be involved with this. You're not going to be involved with any of my shows. That's why they were mad. That's why they're mad at Dana White. Look at all the push against Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, against Turkey Alasik and all these entities want to go at them. Why? It's not about, oh, we stand for boxing. You don't stand for boxing. It's because you don't get no money. The money that you make is because of the interviews for those boxers. That's why you don't care about these boxers. You don't care about the Ali Act, the structure. That's your key point. Oh, we have to stand for the Ali Act structure. You're not doing that for the actual boxers. You know why you're doing that? Because you're mad that you are not for the first time in a big event. And that's why people need to wake up and understand that these journalists are out here spreading all these rumors and all this crap about Turki Al-Sheikh and Dana White and Zuffa to just literally say, we're here to fucking put them down. My brother, I'm telling you the truth. It's all about access. And they finally don't have that access. Go ahead, guys.
No, I'm with you. I mean, all these guys, when Turkey was there, Golden Boy, Matchroom, Kingsbury, they were all riding the Turkey wave. And as soon as Turkey pulled it back and signed with Dana White, look what's going on. It's crazy, but it's the truth. And Turkey's cleaning house, bro. I mean, people can say whatever they want, but boxing, that's why I believe that Turkey is going to take over a lot of those organizations. He's going to buy them out. I would not be surprised if we see some of these organizations bought out by Turki Al-Sheikh. I'm telling you, bro. Give it a couple of years. I think it's going to happen sooner than everybody thinks.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about that, Jamel, that these journalists are out here? Jamel, you're on that.
Of course. No, come on. Like boxing is more of a fraternity. So a lot of these, even the media, of course, like you pointed out, some who are mad. A lot of them have alliances with a lot, with these some of the promoters that are not doing much of anything this year. So of course, I mean, people, even down the commentary, even didn't come down the commentary, you see, like I mentioned earlier, ESPN's original crew, where they at now. You know what I'm saying? They had to get in where they fit in.
Yeah.
They wasn't sitting around. I mean, my girl Christina, Christina, she was doing this Netflix, Netflix and the zone fights. You know what I mean? So and it's like if you're not on that list of people that people can rely on or rock with, you're on the outside looking in. Listen, you're gonna see it. A lot of these guys that are talking crazy now, the minute that Zuffa opens up for more media, and they happen to jump on board, yes, their whole tune change up. Let's be real. It's always that it all goes like that. I mean, again, even with Turki Al-Sheikh, they complain about him, and then the minute he offers them, to help the co-promoter card, everybody's in the ring, shaking hands, giving out awards they just made up on the fly. That's why I don't really, pay much of it any mind, because the minute that their name is called or their phone, gets rung up, they're gonna pick up. You know what I mean? Because again, they want to be a part of what's happening.
Yeah. And I will say this, guys. Fight Hub, right? Y'all know Fight Hub. I love him.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. And he came out with a tweet maybe a couple of months ago, and he said, "Man, nobody's letting me in these big events." But then the problem that I have with him is he got over 1 million. Like, not a problem. I mean, he's doing his own thing. Marcos is doing his own thing. But he's a hypocrite at the end of the day. And I got to be honest with that. How can you tell me that you're with PBC and you're on all the interviews and you're there all the time, and then you start talking shit about Turki Al-Sheikh, but then they let you in and you don't say nothing about them? That's what I'm telling you. They're hypocrites. They literally, if they don't get that badge to get the access, they'll talk shit about you. But once they get the badge to get in, oh yeah, I was at this big event. I stand for Turki Al-Sheikh. I stand for DAZN. I stand for... Bro, who was the media when DAZN was coming up and PBC's own entity, which was big back in the day? All these big entities, all these guys that were doing interviews, they didn't give a fuck about DAZN. They didn't care about DAZN, right? They were following PBC. And now guess what? They're mad. Why are you mad? Because the DAZN doesn't want to let us in. Fucking hypocrites. You were in the bandwagon with Charlo and everybody else, even Ellerby, talking all this shit about DAZN, that they were nothing, that they were DAZN. And now that they're the top dog, now you want to say, oh, they don't want to let us in. Man, I'm gonna let it go like that. It's never. D block, D town, D bill. Coming at you live for the second time. Bang!
Yeah, he ain't lying, bro. Like,
Nah, remember they was calling it Dazzling, everything in the book. It's the Zone. It's just an app. Remember that everybody was saying it's just an app. It's not on TV. Yada yada. That motherfuckers are controlling the narrative everywhere.
No, absolutely, man. Like, people got to realize, man, boxing is a different world today. It's not Showtime and HBO. That's why I used to watch everything. ESPN, Friday Night Fights, all that shit. Like, the game is definitely different today, man. And I don't know if it's for the good or the bad. I'm not sure, bro. But I think I mean it's definitely gonna change. It's not the same boxing we once loved, but it is what it is. It is what we need some access, dude. We gotta show up to these events and pull up.
What events?
I tried to show up to the fucking Clarissa event and
what events, bro? Let's matter of fact, I know somebody at Zuffa. Matter of fact, I know somebody at Zuffa. That's what's happening right now.
Let them know, bro. I'm pulling up.
Zuffa, but I'm like, what events?
Manny Pacquiao's company always hits me up, but they're out in LA, and there's nobody I really want to see at these events. But I might have to just
my hookup. He's in Vegas. He works along. He actually took the job with Zuffa from. He was worked in California. Now he's in Vegas, living out. You know what I'm saying? They taking care of him.
Listen, if he can hook us up, I'm down to go to a Zuffa event. I'm not tripping. Shakur Stevenson actually had this to say on Carmelo Anthony's podcast. I forgot what it's called, but I'm gonna play it right now, real quick. Hold on.
You, Tank, and Devin Haney, when y'all was all kind of coming up at the same time, like it just felt like y'all was a big three at that moment. Did it feel like that from your perspective at that time?
Yeah, I felt like them guys was hell of a fighters. Through the years, I done gave these guys credit, but when it really come down to it, I always knew I'm the one. Mm-hmm. Like I always knew, and I feel like deep down, like they probably won't say it, but they know.
Mm. What do you think of Shakur's comments?
Are you mad at that? Like, bro, you just said it. Nobody wants to fuck with him.
Nah, I'm with him. I actually call
every time he come in the weight class, motherfuckers start moving up.
Yeah. No, nobody wants smoke with him. He's not lying.
Start going different directions. Start trying to shit on his style, his resume, and this, then the third. And it was like,
no disrespect to Tank, but Tank has been the most vocal. Like he's like, no, fuck that. I sit there and I'm like, damn, bro. Like
it always comes down. What has he done? Well, he's grabbing up titles. He's moving up weight classes. He went to 140, fought the lineal champion, made it look easy up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he spoke on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shock the only one. Shock the only one that wants to smoke. But I feel like he fights Shock. What weight they gonna fight at? Maybe 35, but I think they probably won't even give Shakur full credit if he beating Shock.
But even that's Shocky getting a shot. Like that's Shocky like kind of putting himself on. Like that's a big look for Shocky. Nobody's trying to fight Shakur that's on a level that's right next to him or a little bit above. The only one that actually stood out was Tio. Shout out to Teofimo. But like Gervonta is not willing, bro. Gervonta is willing to fight anybody but Shakur, pretty much. And it's unfortunate. I mean, he's right. It's hard to argue about Shakur. Shakur makes people look bad. Like I mean, bad. You know what I mean? And you know, he like you said, he's racking up the belts. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to 147 and gets a belt. You know, he was talking about that before. My man Gap 2 Gain says Shock at 35 right now after freezing out Cool Boy. That would be a good win if nobody else wants to fight him. Shock, I don't think Shock can beat Core. I think in order to beat Core, you have to be extremely awkward and have a crazy output and strong. There's not a lot of guys I think can really give Shakur trouble at 135, 140. That's just me personally. And I mean, They're all fights I do want to see. I told you I would love to see a Navarrete fight with him. I think that would be kind of fire, but you don't agree with me. But
I think he'll box the shit out of him, man.
He might. I just really want
to. He gonna box, bro. He's had problems already with boxers. Stop it.
I understand, but I love.
He gonna give the best fucking technical fighter. What?
Hey, listen.
He probably gonna give him a good 3-4 rounds, bro. Then he gonna get figured out, and he gonna get hit with some shit because he opens up too much.
More than likely.
But it's gonna happen, bro. I'm not even.
I just want to see Navarrete fight.
That's cool.
I'm about chasing undisputed. Cool. I just want to see it. I love that guy, man. He's just super entertaining.
No, he is. But matchup wise, that's not a good matchup for him, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Boxers have been on every podcast. What the fuck? It's kind of weird.
Good. That's good, bro. That's good that they finally fighters getting mainstream, more media, bro. Yeah. We wasn't getting that for a while. We wasn't getting it. We was basically all in-house shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless we was getting only media and interviews with other platforms that only did with boxing. You know what I mean? Now you've seen this on bigger streams. Like I said, Carmelo Anthony is a whole different guy. He's covering the basketball run, but you know what I'm saying? Basketball he got a following. You know what I mean? So it's good that we see I'm seeing boxers out here finally getting more mainstream media than just staying in-house with just boxing.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's a good thing for the sport. As I said, streamers, and as I said earlier,
they're still keeping about boxing. You know, sometimes you go somewhere, you try to fit in what the hell's ever going on. No, they're still talking about boxing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Bro, listen, we can keep pulling shit up all day. I'm gonna pull up some shit right now. It's just boxing is, and again, it's the easiest sport to get access in a sense. It's not easy, but
I mean, clearly, because you see fucking Logan Paul, which must want to box a damn wrestler, and they just saying they recently pulled that shit from happening. But again, like it's the easiest sport to get into.
No, 100%. You ain't lying about that, bro. Like it's just weird how shit actually works in boxing, but. That's pretty much where we are with it. What the fuck? Why can't I go down right now? This is crazy. I hate when I fucking do this shit. Oh my god. Now it's on full screen. I don't want it to be on full screen, you prick. Whatever. Anyway, so this is what I was looking for. Let me pull this up real quick. Look. This is how you know boxing is popping right now. Hold on right now. I'm gonna pull it up. Here it is. Look.
Box. Let the hands go. There you go. Box. Let the hands go. There you go.
Ooh.
Keep moving.
Keyshawn laying hands on people, dog. Like he's on tour whipping people's ass for no reason. I love it. This is what boxing has become right here. Look. This is what we're seeing, Jamal. You should be out there doing the sparring these guys. You should be sparring Blueface and these guys. You see what he's doing? This is the game. This is what it is.
What the fuck you gonna do?
This is what boxing is right now. Were you on the phone? You texting me?
No, yeah.
Oh, you just did text me. I don't know. Sponsorship to Keyshawn Davis and Dean. They're great. I've seen this. He beat the fucking brakes off of fucking Dean. I was like, holy shit. I mean, at least Dean beat what's that guy's name?
Greg Mac. I don't want to talk about that shit either. Fuck out of here.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. He beat up Crip Mac. Crip Mac looked crazy, bro. Yeah, but this is what boxing is. Look, this is what we're gonna keep seeing for a long time, bro. It's a new world. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, I mean, Blueface, and I love it for Keyshawn, though. I really love it for Keyshawn, man. He's a smart dude, man. Keyshawn's a very, very intelligent individual when it comes to this type of shit. Oh, it's not letting me no media found. It's not letting me download it. But anyway, so I tried to download it, won't let me. But Yeah. I mean, that's it for boxing this week. No announcements. I know we got the Zerdo fight with Benavidez. I think that's like, I want to say it's May. Is it May 2nd, that fight?
I can't. I don't keep track with the dates. Be real with you.
What other fights? I know I just read Usyk said he has 3 fights left. Fury's coming back. He has a fight coming up. I haven't heard nothing about Bam. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So boxing is in a weird state right now. But I mean, on that note, I'll just let it rock out right now. So
I'm
back on Wednesday. Huh?
I'm out.
We out. We're
I'm
back
out,
on
yeah.
Wednesday. We'll have a show for you guys Monday, Wednesday, and this Friday. I'm not letting nothing stop the momentum. We got to keep it rolling. But for my man Jamel Herring and myself, Norbs, we are out of here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification button. It'll be on Apple Podcasts tomorrow. It'll be everywhere. Make sure y'all tune in. Support. We out of here.